Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Lady Ba. I am the founder and CEO of Smile African Orphans. Today I want to talk to my fellow women. We're in the month of March, and March is known globally as Women's Month, basically, because we have the Women's Day in March and we have other days that are specially designed for women. Therefore, I want to inspire or encourage every woman around the world to keep doing what they're doing, either being trade, whatever you are into, keep doing it. Don't let anybody tell you you cannot do it. Don't let anybody dim your light. Let it shine. For me, I believe failure, it is an option. Failure is good, because if you fail, then you're able to stand up and try again. What is bad is not trying. Just sitting at your comfort zone and think miracle is gonna happen. Hell no, it's not gonna happen. We are women. We are she women. We are superheroes, or she heroes if you want to call it. Therefore, I urge every woman to stand up and say no to what you don't want. Say yes to what you believe in. Go for what you don't even have qualifications of. A little bit about me. When I first got to the United States, all the jobs that I applied for are jobs that is way beyond my experience, way beyond my qualification. But guess what? I present myself. I go to an interview and I prove myself. And at the end of the day, it is who you are. You cannot make up yourself. No. Even if you try it at the long run, it's going to change. Your true color or your true being is going to show. Therefore, be who you are. Let people hate. Let them criticize you. Let them call you names. Take it in a good faith. Take it in a positive way. Take it and use it to your advantage. And use it to your advantage meaning, take it and try to double up. Double up in the sense, if they're thinking you're not going to climb that ladder, show them you can do it. I live in a world whereby every day I wake up and say to myself, if the world wants me to whisper, I'm going to yell. If the world wants me to walk, I'm going to run. And if the world wants me to sit down, I'm going to stand up. Because that's who I am. That's what I believe in. If you look at me today and envy my life, my dear, know that I have gone through hell and back. I have suffered neglect. I have been abused by people I trust, people that I love. I have been humiliated. I have gone through anything you can think about that is horrifying. I have gone through it. But guess what? I have not given up on my life. Here I am today, trying to make my life a better one, trying to set an example, trying to be a role model. Because the only way I can do it is to forge ahead and never look back. And I urge every woman to do the same. And never let your guards down. Don't listen to anybody to tell you you cannot do it. I lived a life of being a maid. I'll tell you a little story about my life being a domestic maid for people. In the past, life was really tough on me. And I was a maid working for this particular family. I wouldn't name the country, but I guess people that knows me will know what I'm talking about. I made my first trip to Africa. And God being so good, I went to the market to get few stuff. And I met this woman that I was working for as a maid and her two daughters. They were practically begging. And she couldn't even recognize me. I had to walk up to her and be like, hey, respectfully, and greeted her and be like, oh, this is lady, blah, blah, blah. It's like, I don't remember you. Because I have changed. I have grown. I have developed myself. I'm like, well, and then I went back to history and explained to her who I am. So she just hugged me and started crying. Like, whoa, this life, you can never tell what's going to happen. I'm like, yeah, so it's life. I'm not even here to talk about the past. I'm like, what are you doing here? She's like, well, we barely even have food to eat. And her two daughters were right beside her, and they're like, oh my God, I am so ashamed, blah, blah. I'm like, there's nothing to be ashamed of. This is a God way of showing or telling us that in life, nothing is constant. And failure is not a bad thing. It is just a way of getting you to where you want to be. I had to give them a ride in my car and to their home and give them money to feed themselves that day. I'm not saying this to brag. I'm only saying it to share my experience and to tell you, never be ashamed of who you are. I am never ashamed, and I will never be ashamed of saying I was a maid, because I was trying to survive. And the only way I can survive is to work hard and get something out of it. And through being a maid, I was able to complete my high school degree. I paid for myself because my parents couldn't afford it. I was a victim of early marriage. That's why I said anything you can imagine, I, Ladybug, has gone through it. And now that I established an NGO or non-profit organization, it is aimed at helping these young orphans and young girls and needy families not to go through what I've been through. Because I could have been a prostitute. I could have been anything. Any bad word in the book, I could have been in. But no, I choose not to. And now I am an independent, strong woman who knows how to say no. And there is one mentality or one belief women have. Don't think you're married to a man, and if they want to have, I don't want this to come out in a wrong way, but even if to sleep with your husband and you said no and they slept with you, it's rape. It's your right to say no, being it there your husband or not. It doesn't matter. You can be my husband, but if I'm not in the mood, I am not in the mood to sleep with you, period. And that's a no. But many men will say that to a woman. You refuse, they're like, oh, see this, see that. Fine. But know that you have rights. I'm not saying go ahead and abuse your men or do whatever you got to do just to be disrespectful. No, I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying every woman has a right. You have a voice. Use it. Therefore, I'm saying happy Women's Month and power to women and young people. And try to be on track. Be positive. Never be judgmental. Because if you be judgmental or have this negative energy in you, you will never move anywhere. And never look down on anybody. Because life can turn around. And things that you say today might come around tomorrow to haunt you. Thank you all for watching this video. And I'll be back again for more.